Hello, everyone. I'm Yazan Ibrahim, or as some of you might know me, Yazan Abu Ghosh. Today, we're going to dive into a fascinating and essential topic: information systems operations and business continuity management, 26%, concerned with ensuring continuity of services and secure operations. From Chapter 4, Part A, Information Systems Operations 4.0. Introduction. If a seasoned auditor or just curious to understand how information systems into business environments, you've come to the right place. Let's begin. The lifeblood of modern business: information systems, operations, and business resilience. Let's embark on a journey, one that takes us to the very nerve center of modern organizations, the often overlooked but indispensable world of information systems operations. Imagine this. Every file you save, every email you send, every Zoom call you attend relies on a vast ecosystem of technology quietly humming in the background. This ecosystem is more than wires and hardware. It's the orchestrated dance of systems, processes, and resilience strategies that keep the digital pulse of a company steady, even in the face of adversity. In this episode, we're venturing into Chapter 4, Information Systems Operations and Business Resilience, two pillars that determine not just how businesses operate, but how they survive and thrive in a world brimming with unpredictability. Buckle up. We're diving into the heart of IT infrastructure, its key components, the invisible safeguards against disruptions, and the lifeboats that keep organizations afloat when disaster strikes. Part A, Mastering the Complexity of Information Systems Operations. Let's start where every IT operation begins: the technology backbone that drives day-to-day activities. At the very core are computer hardware components and architectures, the tangible workhorses that process, store, and transmit data. Imagine a giant warehouse filled with rows of servers whirring away, transistors firing millions of calculations per second. These machines come in many forms, from the smartphones in our pockets to enterprise systems powering global supply chains. Key to understanding this ecosystem are the input-output components, tools like keyboards, screens, and scanners that act as bridges, translating human intent into machine language and vice versa. And while consumer-facing devices get all the attention, there's a quieter hero in the story: enterprise back-end devices, the silent sentinels that make sure applications run smoothly, departments stay connected, and data flows seamlessly. But here's a fun fact. Not every tech tool comes without risk. Take something as unassuming as a USB drive. Sure, it's convenient, small enough to fit in your pocket, powerful enough to store libraries of information, but USBs are also a major security vulnerability. They're the digital equivalent of leaving an unlocked gate to your fortress. The solution? Robust security controls like encryption, device monitoring, and policy enforcement, ensuring that a seemingly harmless tool doesn't become a Trojan horse. Moving on, consider the futuristic magic of radio frequency identification, RFID. Picture an airport's luggage system where each bag is tagged with a small chip using radio waves to ensure nothing is misplaced. RFID is a marvel of efficiency, revolutionizing industries from retail to healthcare. Yet beneath this convenience lies risk. Unauthorized access to RFID signals can expose sensitive data. To counteract this, organizations employ clever security controls like signal encryption or physically shielding tags with tools akin to digital armor. The art of it: asset management. Stepping back, let's look at the management of these assets. No business can afford the chaos of misplaced tools or resources. This brings us to IT asset management, the process of cataloging and monitoring every piece of hardware, every line of software, and every accessory in between. Think of it as managing a vast library where each book, no matter how small, has to be accounted for and maintained. Robust asset management ensures organizations aren't just buying devices and forgetting them. Instead, they're maximizing the lifespan of their investments, planning upgrades strategically, and ensuring compliance with licensing agreements. Job scheduling and automation, the clockwork of IT operations. Now picture a symphony, a vast orchestra playing in perfect harmony. That's precisely what job scheduling and production process automation bring to IT systems. Without this meticulous coordination, processes can collide into chaos. With the help of job scheduling software, businesses automate repetitive tasks like updating databases or backing up files, freeing up human brainpower for innovation. Of course, no system is perfect, so periodic scheduling reviews serve as a course correction, keeping everything efficient and aligned with broader goals. The bonds between systems, system interfaces. Let's pause and dive into an often overlooked layer of IT infrastructure: interface connectivity. Imagine a highway junction where different streams of traffic merge. That's what system interfaces are to IT. Critical connectors allowing separate platforms to share information, like an HR software pulling data from payroll systems. While these connections are vital, they also introduce risks. Unsecured interfaces can expose loopholes to attackers. The key to preventing these vulnerabilities? Controls associated with system interfaces, from rigorous access protocols to encryption. The role of end users, the final line of defense. But at the end of the day, technology is only as strong as the humans behind it. Here we encounter a crucial element: end user computing. This is the domain of employees who access and manage IT resources, proof that even in the age of automation, people remain pivotal to operational success. Training, awareness, and user-friendly systems ensure that the employees themselves don't inadvertently become a weak link in their organization's IT ecosystem. Part B, building resilience, turning challenges into opportunities. Let's shift gears from operations to resilience, because what good is a perfectly oiled IT machine if it crumbles under pressure? Here's where the concept of business resilience emerges as a lifeline for companies facing crises. We start with a sobering exercise, the business impact analysis. Think of it as playing out a worst-case scenario, not because you enjoy imagining calamity, but because foresight is the key to survival. How critical is each operation? How long could you survive without it? By analyzing this, companies can rank their systems and processes, directing resources to the areas that matter most. This is just the beginning of chapter. Thank you for watching, and as always, continue learning. Stay curious, and we'll see you next video.